All right. Credit score. What are the determining factors? How does the FICO score actually work? Well, there's 5 categories that the FICO score was designed and programmed to analyze on your credit report, which generates the score. And they're ranked in order of importance. Number 1 is past delinquencies, whether or not you pay your bills on time or at all. That's that category. That's the number 1 item that impacts your score. Number 2 would be your revolving debt ratio. What that is the ratio of how much debt you're carrying compared to what's available on your credit cards or lines of credit specifically. It's the ratio. For example, what's the ratio mean? It's your utilization ratio. If you have a credit card and there's a $10,000 limit, but you charge $5,000 on it and you didn't pay it off and you're paying a minimum payment, you're using 50% of the limit. You're at 50% utilization. That's your revolving debt ratio. That is the second biggest impact on your score. The more debt you carry on your credit cards in relationship to the limit, the higher that percentage, or the more that you charge and don't pay off, or the closer you get to maxing out your credit card, the more your score is going to go down. As you pay down debt and the more debt you pay off, your credit score goes up. Number 3 is, I keep doing that. This is not a great video. Number 3 is your average age of a file. What does that mean? Well, it's something you can't necessarily control, except I do have one trick up my sleeve that's totally legitimate that can manipulate that. Average age of file is the older you get, the better your credit's going to get, as long as you don't close your accounts. I'm not talking about installment accounts like car loans because they have a clear beginning and they have a clear ending. When you pay your last payment, it's going to close, or if you pay it off early. But credit cards do not have a very clear beginning but don't have a clear ending. That's up to you, how you pay in your credit card company. Your credit cards have activity dates and when you opened them. And the longer you have them open, the more powerful and stable your credit becomes. Do not close old credit cards. You can pay them off, have a zero balance, but don't close them. It will hurt your credit. The mix of credit has the 4th biggest impact on your credit score. The mix of credit shows your ability to handle different types of loans. For example, some people might be good at paying their credit cards for whatever reason because they're used to using them. They want to make sure they keep them open, but heck, they're always late on their auto loan. Or they're good at paying a mortgage, but don't have any other types of debt. Showing the propensity to handle a different mix or different types of credit can increase your credit score. But be careful. Don't, just because you learn that doesn't mean if you don't have an auto loan, you go out and get an auto loan just to improve your credit. That, the point, you don't need an 850 credit score. Remember, 740, 760 or above gives you the same thing as an 850. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking to just maximize what works for you with the least amount of expense. And you can get over a 760 credit score fairly easy with a good education and a little bit of time and work. Okay? And hopefully that's what this class will help you do. If you have a 760 credit score now, hey, it'll make you feel good if we can shoot it up to 8. The 5th category, which carries the least amount of weight in your credit score, is the inquiries. Hard inquiries, soft inquiries have no impact, and new accounts if you have them. So let's go through each one. Past delinquencies. What percentage of your score does this impact? And that's 35%. So 35% of your credit score is whether or not you pay your bills on time, right? So imagine if you have a 700 credit score and next month you go late on your credit card over 30 days. You'll see 2 things are happening. You're late and you're 30 days late and you still haven't paid it. Once you pay it, you will not be currently past due in a moment, but you'll still have the 30-day late. So your score will fluctuate between those 2 actions. So when you initially go 30 days past due, there's a past due notice, okay? Past due notice, and this destroys credit score. So when you're currently past due in a moment, your score is going to be down in the 5s if you're a 7. When you pay it, make it current, even though you're late, you will show that you're current, but you were recently late, and your score begins to rebound maybe up into the 600s. Now, the